Hey guys, Professor Tomas here, and there's a subject I've been wanting to approach for a while, and I figured this would be the best way to kind of reach the most students at the same time, and that's about training when you're not 100%. Maybe injured, tired, late, early, whatever it is. I have to leave early, whatever it is. It's something that I didn't realize at the time and until recently that my dad must have been really, really great at teaching it because we've always had people that would do partial classes. And that's not been happening for a few years now. And I've been trying to figure out like what's going on. Most of the answers I've gotten have been, oh, I don't want you to think I'm not tough because I'm not doing the whole class, which if anything is the exact opposite. I'd say coming in for a little bit is really commendable. So first, it's going to depend on what kind of injury you have, of course, how comfortable you feel doing the moves. At the end of this video, I'm going to show a couple clips of me sparring with a really bad lower back injury I had at the time. It wasn't very long. It was a pretty short injury, but I couldn't move my upper body around, you know? Couldn't bring my knees to my chest. So you'll see the guys mount me, choke me. I'm on the mat, right? All I asked is that I was like, I need to start on top because I couldn't lay backwards. And as soon as they swept me and they got on top, they're gonna pass my guard and choke me right away. If you have an injury to your upper body and to your arm, hand on the belt. This has been a classic for so many years, generations, right? I've told people this and they say, yeah, but people are gonna tap me out a bunch. Yeah, of course they are. That's okay. You learn how to defend better. You learn how to do the other things. I would advise most people doing this to play bottom because sometimes you fall, you post your shoulder or your elbow or your face because you're not used to it. If you're a lower rank and you have a bit of trouble controlling your instincts and reactions, then maybe don't spar, or maybe positional only. That's a good way to keep you in the bottom position or a position from exploding. But just doing the moves. I've done that. 20% of classes in my whole life I've done just the moves in class. Even sometimes putting myself as the third person in a group where I go, hey, I can only do the top part. Whether it's the actual move or being the partner, I'll be there. Right? And then during the sparring, I get to watch and I get to see how are people defending that attack. That guy always gets me in the armbar. How's everyone else defending this? That other person catches me on sweeps all the time. Oh, but he's not getting that person. He's doing something different. I get to watch this, right? Sometimes I've done classes where I do the warm up and I just sit on the side and I watch the whole time. So I think it's really valuable. Mat time is really valuable. And mat time doesn't distinguish between sparring time. It's not sparring time. It's not drilling time. It's not warm-up time. It's mat time. Being on the mat, I think, is really important. So sometimes student will come back after a few months. And I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Oh, yeah, I had, I sprained my ankle or something. It's like, hey, perfectly, that's fine. If you can put a brace on and play side mount, play mount on the bottom, that's amazing. If you can spar. If you can't spar and you don't feel comfortable with it, I'm sure there's a move that you can do, whether it's from the bottom, a modified version of it, which is also really good, I think, to start developing some, the ability to modify a move around a limitation that you might have, whether that's an injury right then, or maybe later on you lose some flexibility and you need to adjust. The workaround that your brain is going to do, I think, is amazing. I've also injured my knee one time in wrestling, my right knee. I couldn't do takedowns on my left. I just worked on doing takedowns on my left for months. Once my right knee was back, I became much better because now I could do on both sides. My legs in open guard became much better when I hurt my left wrist, and I was training like this for a long time. So now I've learned that, I have legs and they work in open guard and they're much more active. Once my wrist was better and I can adapt it, much, much more effective. Now I have 4 limbs working all at the same time, much more coordination, much harder to pass my guard. So there's a lot of value in that. Same thing with, you have to show up late, you have work, you have something, you want to just show up for the last 30 minutes of class. Perfectly fine, of course. 30 minutes is better than 0. Always will be. I will never hear an argument against that. Don't come in and spar hard right away without a warm up and everything. Of course, be smart about it. But if you have any injuries that you're working with, that you're kind of, maybe something nagging, but maybe something that's acute, that's just happened and it's quick, or a sprained wrist, whatever it is. If you need any help with strategizing around it, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you. Which position. Let's find a position that doesn't aggravate it, that doesn't risk it, and let's work on getting you on the mat as much as possible. So let me know if you need any help, and I'd love to see you guys trying to be on the mat as much as possible with injuries. Now, not saying, I don't want to see people grimacing and doing this kind of stuff at all. Be comfortable. Do the moves that you can. Oh, this move, I can't do this move. I'm just going to watch. And I can watch, the different partners around class. Oh, he's doing it a little bit. He's having to adjust a little bit, and he's doing it this way. And, oh, okay, he's doing that. And then, the next move, I can do that move. I can do it from the bottom. I can do that, right? So I think that's really important. And it was something that was frustrating me, and then I realized, look, it's got to be on me. I'm the teacher. I'm not doing a good job of explaining that. So I hope this helps. And if you need anything, if you have any other questions, please reach out to me, and maybe I can explain that better for everyone as well. Thank you so much.